Welcome back, everybody. In the last episode where we last left off, we set up our conveyor belts here for the copper and gold plates and the copper rods. Got all these going, but an update came, and so there's a few new things I wanted to check out. There's a couple new conveyor belts, which I think one of them in particular solves one of the problems I was having. A routing conveyor. I forget which one it is. I don't know what it's called, I guess I should say. But there's a new conveyor belt that would fix that problem we had. Back here, when I was making the copper rods, the way that the ingots were coming out of the smelter here, and they had to be turned a certain direction to fit into the rolling machine, they made a special little conveyor that does just what I wanted originally. So I may fix that back the way I wanted it originally. But then there's a lot of there's a couple new conveyor belts they added. There's some wall conveyor belts. So I may end up redoing a lot of this stuff. In fact, I got some tips on better ways to organize this line right here with the wash plant. Somebody gave me a fantastic tip. Instead of turning it left and dumping it back in, I could just go right. And it would just dump right back into the production line. That makes a lot of sense. Instead of having it go in an endless loop right here, it would just dump back into this original line right here. Save myself some conveyor belts. Would be a little more efficient that way. But then also, somebody else suggested that I just run it, like crush it beforehand. So maybe put a sorter beforehand to pull out the coal. Like this coal, this is pulling out coal, right? Then crush it all, and then wash it. So there's several different options, which I really enjoy. There's no right way to do it. There's probably a most efficient way, but there's not really a right and wrong way to do things in this. So I'm going to play around with some of these conveyor belts. We got some quests today, too. What do we got? 3 new quests. The Master of Plates, copper plates, iron plates, gold plates. Let's activate that. We're already working on the copper and gold. We'll have to set up iron plates again. I think I disassembled that setup, and I kind of want to rework the iron anyways, so that's good. We have another one for Master of Rods, copper rods, iron rods, gold rods. Let's activate that one. And it says we have a third one? I thought it said we had 3. 1 quest available. Oh, it's back here. Polished gems. Polished diamonds, polished emeralds, polished rubies. Activate that. Okay, so we got quite a lot to do. Let's get started. The polished emeralds, diamonds, and rubies are going to be fairly easy. There's a ruby right there. I'll just grab it and manually toss it. Oh, I need 10 of each. So this may take, well, it won't take too long. As long as it's pulling out all the diamonds and, oh, there's another one. As long as it's pulling out all the diamonds and emeralds, those are going to get done automatically. That one's going to be easy. I'm going to need to step up production for the copper plates and gold plates, though, so probably need to start feeding it more coal. Or not coal, more ingots, more raw materials, so I'll need to set up some miners for that. And then we need to figure out something with iron plates and iron rods, so I'm going to need to redo this iron line, I feel like. So probably a good opportunity to work on a lot of this stuff, redo a lot of it, and I'll see if I can figure out a few of these new conveyor belts, get this thing organized a little better. We just had it up and running. It's a little sloppy, it's a little messy. I think we can do better. Alright, first things first, I just routed the wash plant back into the feed line, so that's working perfectly. It's already pulled out an emerald since it is already set up. I already had everything set up to filter the emeralds out. I think you can kind of see it in that basket right there. There's an emerald in that one, and there's an emerald in that one. So they're already filtering out the emeralds. Is going to send them down the line like everything else. Now, as for these new conveyor belts, let's check these out. I got like 3 new ones. This one is called the conveyor blocker. It says moves things sometimes can be toggled on or off by physically moving the blocker. Wow. Okay, so this just blocks. How do I... Oh, I just pick it up and move it. Okay. I'm not sure why I would want that, especially considering I have to manually turn it on and off. I'll have to think of a use for that. But the fact that it is not automatic at all kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion. I want things to be automated. I don't want to do all this manual stuff, so I don't know if you would call it lazy, but I think that's the point of the game. Okay, so this one right here is called a T-junction conveyor, which it says I can press Q to switch between combine mode and split mode. So this will take resources in from two belts and spit them out into one, or I can take them in from one belt and split them into two. Okay, that's cool. So if I wanted to split them to double production, that could be really useful. That could be really useful. And then the third one is a routing conveyor. Let's see what this one does. Well, this one actually looks pretty similar, except it's got an option to send them straight or to turn them to one side. Okay, a router. Now, how do I control it, though? How does it... I'm not seeing any options to control it. It does have a button. Believe me, I'm hitting my buttons here. It's not doing anything. Oh, switch direction. Okay, you hit F. Okay, but I have to manually do that too? Oh, I don't know, guys. So if I wanted... Let's say I wanted to set up one line to do two different things. Maybe that's a good use for that. Like, say I wanted to send a bunch of ingots down this line. Copper, bronze, copper or iron, whatever, doesn't matter. Just sending ingots down this line. And I made all the rods I need. Like, say I've got rods running this way, a rod machine running that way. Well, then walk up to it, switch direction, and now they can switch to a roller machine to make plates instead? I think that might be the use for that. I'll have to think about that one a minute. I think this one's going to be more useful, again, because it's automated. Whereas this, I have to manually turn it on and off. But I think that one right there may be useful for iron. Because I need to set up this iron to start making rods, iron rods, and iron plates. And I need quite a lot of them. And I'm probably going to have to set up another miner. So that one will probably be what we need for that. Or we could alternatively, we could just do it with this, right? Have all of our iron ingots coming here, split them off. Some go to rods, some go to plates, and this just be automated. Instead of this one, we have to manually do it. I'm not a fan of having to manually do things in this game. I think I like it automated. So let me grab that T-junction converter. I'm going to set up some more miners. Let me see. I need... let me get about 3 or 4 more of these auto miners and go set up some more iron production somewhere. Oh no. Oh no. We've done it. We overloaded it. I got too much iron coming through. This is a disaster. Oh man. So I've been sitting here for a few minutes trying to set up this new line. I've got my iron ingots. It's not working very well, as you can see. I've got my iron ingots coming out into a polisher to maximize the value of them, to polish them first so that everything comes through polished. And I just can't quite squeeze everything in here unless maybe I raise this up. And I just had that idea. What if I raised it up right here to do this? Up over this machine. This might actually work. I'm going to cause such a mess right here, though, in the meantime. I probably should have shut my machines off, but I was trying to do it while everything was running, and I have a feeling I'm going to regret that decision now. Yeah, I think that right there might work. Actually, let's slope it. Let's do one more, so they're not falling as far. Less chance of them falling off. Okay, I'll like that. And then I'm going to use some of this vertical space we have here, and instead of rolling it through the polisher again, I am just going to run everything straight to the... Turn it here. Oh my gosh, come on. I'm just going to run it past the polisher. Since everything's polished, there's no need to have things on that same line, clogging that line up, because we are hitting some bottlenecks finally. I knew it would happen sooner or later. Oh no, come on. I can't. There we go. Okay, now, should I go one more? This is not ideal. This is not how I envisioned it in my head, but if it works, I'm probably going to stick with it for a while. Because I just need plates, and rods to fall into here. And that looks like that's working. Okay. Alright, got that solved. Now we got to figure out this bottleneck of me getting too much iron. I went and got another iron node, and I am getting way too much iron coming through the machine now. It's overrunning the smelter. So I use that little T junction right there, and it seems to do a pretty good job of splitting the ingots off to the left and the right. It's not like every one of them goes left, every one of them goes right, and I think it's because of this little curve I've got. There's not much space here. Like, I can't use any of this space right here, unfortunately. It's like, I think a miner can go there. It just gets coal, but anyway, so it won't let me place any conveyor belts or machines there, so it's a bit restrictive, but this seems to be working. I gotta pick up all this crap off the floor now. We're making a huge mess. Oh, can I just get them on the line? Should I try that? So bad. It's so bad. Alright, I'm gonna have to play cleanup here in a minute. But this seems to be working. So that's our iron rods and plates. Actually, yes, that is working. Okay, our copper plates are almost done. So the next thing I need to set up, and our gold plates are almost done. The next thing I need to set up that I'm not getting anything on is gold rods. And then we'll work on that third quest, the copper pipes, because pipes are different than rods. I don't know what I was thinking in my head. I was like, oh, that'd be easy. It'll just automatically fix itself. No, a pipe is different than a rod, so I think I need a different machine for that. So I'll have to set up another production line for that. That'll be a whole other headache. But for now, I got a lot of cleaning up to do and figuring out what to do with all this extra iron ore. I probably need to set up a second smelter. Yep. Which means I am completely out of space in here. I'm going to have to go vertical sooner. Seems like sooner rather than later. Okay, I think I've got a solution to get golden rods now. So I had turned off all my gold ingot production back here at the back of the plant, and just turned it back on. Now everything should be coming up to the crusher ever so slowly. So what I did, and I just kind of want to watch this to make sure it's working correctly. I know all this is working. I just, mean the ingots specifically. So we've still got this line right here. I didn't change this. This is where our gemstones are going to be separated out and run over. I could probably sort this belt here and make this a little better while we're waiting. And I think... Why did that get stuck there? That's odd. Alright, we'll take a look at that in a second here. Let's fix this while I'm looking at it. Actually, let's just... I want to turn it here, and then there, and then a straight. Okay, yeah, I like that. Alright, that made it through that time. So see, we still need some of the iron, or gold ingots to pass through to be turned into the gold plates at this machine. This is making the copper and gold plates. Oh, that's got something stuck in it too. Okay, well, that's a problem for future Jimmy. For right now... there's our first gold rod. Alright, so it's working. They keep getting stuck right there. That's a little weird. I was concerned that they wouldn't make it through this little turn right here. Alright, that one made it. And it goes through. Alright, good. I was worried if it would be like the last time where... Why did they keep getting stuck right there? That's weird. But anyways, I was concerned that they wouldn't be turned the correct direction to make it through into the rod machine. But that seems to work. Turns it into rods. It'll run it down the same line with everything else. Okay, so there's gold rods. Gold rods are done. We just have to wait for 300 of them to be produced. And actually, we've got all the gold plates we need. I could probably, for now, fix it so that they only go into there and then come back and set it back up this way later. Or we could just wait and it'll take a little bit longer. I think I'll just leave it for now. It's automated. It's working. It's not ideal because for some reason they keep getting... I wonder if it's because the... Oh, you know what? I bet it is. I bet it is. I know how to fix that. I bet it's because of the ledge. You know what we need back here? We need a light. Hang on. I thought it would be bright enough back here that I wouldn't need a light, but I want to make sure you guys can see what's going on back here too. So let me just place a... Oh, that's not in the right spot. Pick that up. Rotate. Rotate! There we go. Better. Now, you guys should be able to see what I'm doing here. Oh gosh. Actually, you know what? I need rods right now, so just go through there. Go through there. Creating more problems by fixing one. Alright, take that one. You little... Stop it. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Okay, now. I think it was because of that ledge that they were getting stuck on. Now that should work. And should I... Nope, I'm not even going to chance that, combining them. Something else getting stuck there and dumping on the ground. I'm just going to do it like this, because I know this way works. There we go. Yes, that's got it sorted. Now they're not getting stuck right here. I think it was because of the ledge. Yeah, anyways. This seems to be working well. Okay, gold checked off the list. We just have to wait on it. Alright, so our copper rods are done. We're waiting on iron rods and gold rods. Okay. I probably should increase my gold production now that I need more. But the iron plates are almost done. The iron rods are getting done. This is working better. I turned off where we were overflowing right here on the iron. I had added a couple of extra iron nodes way back there and was just shoveling it all into the same line. And so I turned it off back there, and I turned off, I think, one other one around here. Oh, the one up top. Yeah, I turned the one off up here off as well, because we were just getting too much iron all at once for it to handle. At least it's a temporary solution until we can get this sorted out a little bit better. I got the floor, I think it's all cleaned up. Oh, nope, I missed a couple things right here. Place those on the belt. So that's done. Now, that's copper rods, iron rods, gold rods, all done. Now we need to figure out copper pipes. And you know, eventually we're going to need to figure out copper pipes for everything, I'm sure. And that is in this really expensive $14,000 pipe roller machine. Rolls it into a pipe. I already bought one. Bends 2 plates into a pipe. Now I have no idea how this works, so let's do it like we've done everything else. Just kind of set it down over here and see what the setup for this is. Okay, so it's going to take plates in right here and turn it into a pipe out here. Huh. And it's copper. So we want copper plates, which we've got coming out right here. I'm wondering if I should polish it first. Nope, I'm not going to. I'm going to shove it all in the same line. I just have to figure out a way to do it. But that's going to be tricky with this machine set up the way it is. We need to move our analyzer out of the way. Just sit back here for now, analyzer. And this thing right here, the blocker, will take it. I still haven't come up... Maybe you guys can give me a good solution on how to use this, how to implement this thing in a good way, because it's just not coming to me. I'm like, I don't see a use for it because there's no automation with it. Let's take this roller, and what I'm thinking, grab a sorter. I don't have a sorter with me, no. Let's grab a conveyor, sorter, and basket, and let's do this. Let's just separate out copper pipes, for our copper plates from this line, because we don't need them anymore. We've already got the... Well, we've got 475 out of the 300 we need, so we've got more than enough. So I just need to put a sorter. The only thing is, once I do this, I'm probably going to have to fix it later or do something differently later, unless I set up a different line. But for now, this is what we're going to do. Okay, I'm just going to have to pick this up and deal with the mess. But let's just pick up this line right here. Take you. Pick you up. Put you back on there. Actually, I need the copper. Just pick you up, set you out of the way so we can see how this machine works. Alright, we grab our sorter and place it right. Oh, which way should we go with it? Oh, let's see. This thing feeds in from the side, and there's no room to put it right there. And there's no room to stick it right here either because it's going to pay out in the wrong direction. There's only one way to... I can't, like, alternate the... Like, have it pay out a different... The output go in a different direction is what I'm trying to say. So... Vertical. No, I can't stack it. No, I can't stack it on the other conveyor belts or anything. I wonder if I built, like, some scaffolding, if that would work. Do I have room to put some scaffolding right here? Probably not, because this light's in the way. Oh, guys, this is a challenge here. Okay, so if I did it like this is going to be horrible. Wait, I got to clean this up. We're getting too much. Alright, get out of the way for now. Here, just go home. Just go to your house. Go home. Go to your house. Ugh. This is what I get for trying to do this without turning things off. So let's sort it like this. That's going to be stuck forever now. Oh, nope. It came out. Good. Alright, and in our sorter, we actually want to sort out the... Oh, I need one of those copper plates. Right? So that's what we want to sort out of this. Will it fit in there? Oh no, my idea's not going to work. Is that... Oh no! Get in there! I can't put a lid on that, I bet. But it's working. Okay, we can do this. Now this, if you hit Q on the sorter, it will pick up anything that is not in the baskets. That's the only thing you can do with it. I wish there was more you could do with it. Can I put a lid on that? Will that work? Because I don't want to accidentally pick it up. Toggle that. Now let's try it and see. Yeah, it's trying to pick it up, but it's shoved it down in there. Nice, it worked. It worked. Okay, cool. So now we're getting our copper plates out of there. Now how the heck are we going to squeeze them? Ooh, I could run them backwards. Who's to say we can't utilize this space right here and then push it back into the main line? Ha 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 ha! Eureka! I think I've got it. Yeah. That might work. I'm gonna need some more conveyor belts. I should probably... Nope, let's try and hug it as tight as we can against... Oh, they're gonna go the wrong way! Because this machine feeds from here, and I need the output to go this direction to go back onto this line is what I wanted it to do. But since it can only pay out one direction, how do I do this? I guess I could go vertical again. Let me see this machine in action. Let's just see what it looks like. Is that right? That's right. Let me see what this... I just want to see. What does it look like? So it takes one. It has to take two. Oh, okay. And then it welds them. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Okay. I'm getting so much of a mess down here now. Things are getting stuck. Ugh. Okay. That's pretty neat. And that works. That works. It's not ideal. It's not... Oh, gosh. I really hate the way stuff gets stuck on underneath the conveyor belts like that. There is a tool that the developers added. I have not unlocked it yet. There is a wrench that will allow you... Boy, I had just enough of those conveyor belts. What are you doing? Okay. There's a tool that will allow you to remove those little support beams down at the bottom, so you can walk underneath them and stuff like that if they're vertical. But I have not unlocked it. It's a wrench they just added in an update like yesterday, so I have not got a chance to unlock that yet. I wonder if it's actually in the research tree. There's a lot of things I have not unlocked. In fact, they added some new drill bits, and this hardened drill bit is for the rapid auto miners, and it supposedly never breaks. This is another thing they added very recently. There's lots of stuff in here I haven't unlocked. In fact, I don't think I folded any of it. Hey, wait a minute. There it is! Supports wrench. Unlock. Okay. Tools. Support wrench. Okay, because all it said was locked right here. I didn't realize I had... I wasn't thinking that I could just unlock it in the research tree. Okay, okay, cool. So, let me play around with that. How does that work? Oh, you literally just click it with the wrench in your hand. That's so nice. Okay, we're going to have to remember that. For now, I've got a mess going on over here. And I need to figure out what to do with all these pipes. But for now, I just need to kind of get them off the floor. Oh, they're so bulky. They take up so much space. These are going to, like... This is going to be, like, the challenge of the game, is trying to cram everything into this box right here, this tiny little hopper. Because it's kind of small. I wonder if I could put a bigger hopper on that. I think that's a thing. And I need to look into it, especially now these pipes are big. I wasn't expecting them to be that bulky. Now the question is, will they run through a sorter? Because I was thinking I could just loop it back onto this line, but seeing now that it's so massive, I don't know that it'll go through the sorter. Let's see. Oh, it kind of wanted to get stuck for a second, but it went through. Okay, well, if it's going to go through... Actually, will it go through a polishing machine? It probably will not. Alright, it made that jump. So far, so good. Where's it going to get... Is it going to get screwed up right here? Oh! No, that works! Ha-ha! So cool! Okay, I'm happy with it then. My little harebrained half-baked idea works. Okay, let's move these out of the way, guys. Place that there, and I need... What am I stuck on? Please. Oh, my head was stuck on that rock. Oh, I need a couple of conveyor belts. Oh, story of my life in this game. More conveyor belts. You see how many O's I put in that? More conveyor belts. It's always more. Too much is never enough. Why do I keep getting stuck right here, too? Like, what is the invisible thing I'm stuck on here? That's annoying. It's not the pipe, right? It's not the pipe. No, and it's only... Well, oh my gosh, was it the pipe? Wow, okay, that's a thing, I guess. It must have been the way it was, like, blocking the path. I don't know, whatever. Clean this up, clean this up, clean this up. Get on there. Conveyor, and a ledge. Now let's see if all that works automatically. Looks like it. And I'm just wondering how bad this will be when they start to jam up with a bunch of things all at once. Like 2 pipes at once, will that go through? Oh, just barely. I think we're going to have a problem with them going through the sorter. I think that's going to be an issue. So that means... I mean, I could just turn it this way, right? And just dump it onto this belt right here afterwards. This is so not good, though, running it backwards. But, I mean, I got to utilize the space I've got. That's going to be, like, one of the main challenges, I feel like, with this game is space utilization, you know, because you're given a very limited space. And vertical is going to be my solution to a lot of problems. Actually, can I unlock those? I haven't even thought about that. There's supposed to be some new belts that... Hoppers and chutes. Okay, so a hopper might actually help me with that, with the output, the cell hopper. Like, give it a bigger area, but that's not what I'm... Stay focused, Jimmy, stay focused. Alright, so we got scaffolding, a lid, a bulk sorter. Ooh, vertical bulk sorter. I wonder how... I don't know. Ingot straightening converter. Oh, this is the one I was talking about earlier. The straightening converter. So it's on a conveyor belt. Conveyor, not converter. Straightening conveyor. It straightens the ingots out on the conveyor. Walled conveyors. That's what I want. Unlock walled straight, walled corner, walled slope, and walled conveyor ledge. That's going to allow us to go vertical, right? That might be what we need to go with next. Let's grab some wall converters. I'm going to have to redo practically everything in the base, but so far so good. This is working. I only need like 10 more of those pipes. So once I get that done, then we can worry about reworking everything. And let me see if I can get some more gold rods, because this is going kind of slow. Oh, look at that. When that one quest finished, now I need polished iron pipes. It asked for polished copper pipes, and now polished iron pipes. So I'm already getting the copper ones, but the iron pipes, I can't speak today, should not be that hard. Let me grab a pipe roller while we're waiting on the gold rods. Let me grab a pipe roller and see how to figure this out. Basically, all I need to do is convert all my pipes into these rods. Not rods, but pipes. All my plates into pipes. There's words in English and stuff. It's hard. So... realistically, for now, I think my best bet is going to be to pick that up. Do that, so that I'm not spilling a bunch of stuff on the ground. And now, because all these are starting out polished, right? Actually, I could probably just pick that up. Pick that up, yeah. All these... Pick it up! Get on the belt! All of these are coming out polished. So all I gotta do is take these and turn it into the pipes. So if we take that, and we take that... What are you doing here? And then we put down this machine, let's see... Let's say about here. Actually, it may work just like that. Oh, it clears that belt and everything. Alright, then we gotta get it vertical. Because I can't squeeze it in right here, because this is not one I placed, so I cannot pick this one. Oh wait, I can pick that up. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, well maybe. Although I liked the light it was giving off. It made this area look nice. Let's see if I can just adjust it. Can I put you, like, over here? Yeah. That's a little better. So the plates come through, and then I just kind of need them to go over to here. I think I don't even need the vertical section anymore. You think that's gonna work? Let's try it. Let's pick that up. Yeah, because now I can place stuff here. Okay, okay. So it was just because my dumb little pole light was in the way. So we just need to come out like this and actually take that. Take that. We'll have it go straight out one, then do a 90. Right into the rest of the line. And this is going to avoid the polisher, so it should just go straight into the feed. Alright, so now we need to put in that junction converter here. And I need to kind of set it up the way I want it, so I can just pick it up once an ingot passes through. Come on, 2 ingots. Go on by. Take that, try and be quick. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that should start splitting them off. And actually, since I don't need... I only need the iron pipes right now, I could probably just sort everything into that side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Pick that up, and put in a 90. Let me see how this is working. It's got to have 2 of them. Yeah, that's going to be the best way to go. That'll be the fastest way to do it, to get 2 of them. And how are we doing on this machine? This is still working fine. It's actually slowing down. I could probably turn one of them back on. I think the one up top is probably just be the easiest. Because I found an iron node, but it's way back there. And this one was a pure node, right? Yeah, just iron. So let's turn this one back on. will increase our iron production a little bit. Get a little more iron feeding into the line. I think I was just like 1 over, but yeah, if you follow this line back here, I found an iron node way back here, and it's a little janky because of this box and this light pole right here. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't place that light pole. Can I pick that one up? I can. So I can actually fix this conveyor. I didn't realize I could pick up the ones that I didn't replace. I thought the ones that were like factory from the game, default or whatever you want to call it, I could not pick them up, but you can, yeah. I found this one way back here, and it's a pretty good iron node. It was just overrunning it with all the iron we're getting, and there's a couple of copper nodes back here as well, but I don't seem to need the copper, just the iron. I can't turn it on, I guess. Yeah, I fixed the line for it, but I can't really turn it on because it would overrun the smelter again until we come up with a better solution for this. We need to come up with a lot of better solutions right now, I guess, actually. I can remove that guy. Let's see. Now we're just waiting. Everything is working well. We are just waiting on iron rods to finish up. I'm sorry, not rods. Pipes. Iron pipes to finish, and gold rods to finish. Okay, there is our last polished iron pipe we needed. Now we're just waiting on the polished copper pipes, which I should probably just kind of maybe... No, I've pretty much got most of my copper production going into pipes already. Just takes longer because of the extra step of it having to make 2 plates for every pipe. Waiting on those, waiting on the gold rods still, and of course, yeah, copper pipes, golden rods. That's all we're waiting on now. Alright, if I've counted correctly, this should be the last polished copper pipe that we need, coming off the assembly line right now. Yep, there goes number 179 into the bucket, into the hopper there, and here comes number 180. Let's go, big guy, get in there! This is a long time coming. I kind of had to wait a while on those, but finally, we got it. All accomplished. We got 5 new quests, but that will be a problem for a future video. Also, I'm going to be reworking a lot of this because I'm going to try out these vertical conveyor belts, these walled conveyor belts. Let's see, where are they at? Walled conveyors. I want to see how these all work, and we'll probably be redoing a lot of this stuff, streamlining it a bit, so let me know if you guys have any other suggestions. And I know this series has been kind of long. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end of the video. If you like this content, be sure and hit the thumbs up button. It helps me out, lets me know what content to continue making. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.